According to Judeo-Christian teachings, the Archangel Michael and the cherubim Lucifer were two powerful angelic beings. Cherubim occupied the highest angelic rank, attending to God on his throne. Yet when Lucifer rebelled against God, the Archangel Michael defeated him in battle and cast him out of heaven. This seems paradoxical. How could Michael overcome Lucifer if he was of lower rank? Lucifer was one of the mightiest and most splendid cherubim, yet he lost to the Archangel Michael in a monumental battle in heaven. This raises a key question. How could Michael, as only an archangel, defeat and overcome Lucifer, who was a far more powerful cherubim? To understand how this outcome was possible, we need to examine some potential explanations. As a cherubim, Lucifer originally had tremendous angelic abilities. Cherubim are described as having 4 faces, 4 wings covered with eyes, and refracting the glory of God. Lucifer was said to be the greatest, most beautiful, and wisest of the cherubim before he rebelled. But when Lucifer defied God and sought to put himself above the Creator, he fell from grace and was cast out from heaven. Having turned against his divine purpose, Lucifer lost his position as a cherubim and became Satan, or the devil. In his fallen state, he likely lost access to certain cherubic powers reserved for angels in God's service. So when Lucifer, now known as Satan, battled the Archangel Michael, he faced combat with depleted powers compared to when he was a high-ranking cherubim in heaven. In contrast to Lucifer, the Archangel Michael remained faithful to God in heaven. Michael is depicted in the Bible as a warrior and leader of the angelic army. When war broke out in heaven over Lucifer's rebellion, Michael was commanded by God to defeat Satan and his fallen angels. As an archangel acting on divine orders, Michael had access to blessings, powers, and graces to aid him in this battle. The Bible states that Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. This implies that Michael had angelic reinforcements against Satan. Furthermore, Michael's steadfast devotion to God likely filled him with courage, conviction, and righteousness that helped overcome any disadvantages against the formerly mighty Lucifer. Though lower in rank, the Archangel Michael was bolstered by obedience to divine authority in his fight. The monumental battle between Michael and Lucifer was more than just a physical fight. It had deep spiritual implications. Lucifer rebelled against his divine purpose, while Michael remained resolutely faithful and obedient to God. This contrast between rebellion and obedience was pivotal. Lucifer's self-centered defiance weakened him on a fundamental level, whereas Michael was empowered by adherence to God's will. In the end, God granted Michael the power and authority to decisively defeat Lucifer and cast him out of heaven completely. Michael remained steadfast, while Lucifer's pride proved to be his downfall against the humble archangel. The battle highlighted Lucifer's transition to Satan, no longer the highest cherubim, but a fallen angel stripped of former glory. For Michael, the victory cemented his reputation as a courageous warrior and leader of God's heavenly hosts against the darkness of rebellion and evil. Cherubim and archangels hold different roles and possess different strengths within the angelic hierarchy. While cherubim are known for attending directly to God and reflect his glory, archangels act as messengers and warriors. Rank does not necessarily determine overall power and ability. Lucifer was supreme among the cherubim, but his rebellion cost him divine blessing. In contrast, Michael's faithfulness granted him access to grace and authority exceeding his rank. God can empower any angel he chooses, based on their devotion and alignment to his will. So Michael prevailing over Lucifer ultimately came down to spiritual factors, not just archangel versus cherubim status. The battle showed that standing and empowerment in the eyes of God is not completely tied to angelic rank and classification. With the Creator's blessing, even an archangel can defeat a mighty cherubim if backed by righteousness. In conclusion, while Lucifer initially held the exalted rank of a cherubim, his rebellion and disobedience left him spiritually vulnerable to defeat. The Archangel Michael retained heavenly blessing through steadfast devotion to God. Backed by divine authority, Michael's righteousness and loyal obedience empowered him beyond expectations for an archangel against a former cherubim. In this monumental battle, Spiritual factors outweighed considerations of angelic types and rankings. Though Lucifer was one of the mightiest cherubim, the humble Archangel Michael was granted victory by wielding faith in God and staying true to his divine purpose when tested. This extraordinary triumph of Michael over Lucifer demonstrates that spiritual standing is more significant than angelic classification in determining success and favor with the Creator.